Who I believe to be the true birthers of choosing beggars, it's entitled parents. Our first one is from Princess Elvita. We've been trying to rehome a friendly stray cat to an indoor-only home due to safety concerns, coyotes, busy roads, and a highway. A neighbor showed interest, but kept bringing up how her 2-year-old is attached to the cat while refusing to commit to keeping him indoors. I explained the cat needed to stay indoors. She said things like, "We'll try to keep him in if he likes it. We'll probably let him be indoor-outdoor, just bring him in at night. My 2-year-old loves him and we've been feeding him for months." So have a lot of other neighbors. I kept telling her the cat needed to be indoor only, but she wouldn't commit and was incredibly pushy, so I reluctantly gave in. After spotting more coyotes around, I had a change of heart and decided to rehome the cat with someone who would actually keep him safe. When I told her, she completely lost it. "Wow, okay, that really wasn't your decision to make. You agreed and then went behind our back. My son is extremely upset. We would have kept him indoors if that's what he wanted. I'm so disappointed in how this was handled." I don't give a flying fuck about her 2-year-old son's attachment to the stray cat. This neighbor is fucking exhausting. Edit. Great news. The cat's going to be placed in a cage-free rescue at the end of December. I responded with the following and then she blocked me. "We asked multiple times if you'd commit to keeping the cat indoors only, and you didn't, as shown in the screenshot. You implied he'd be indoor-outdoor, which isn't safe with coyote sightings. Transitioning a stray to indoor only requires dedication. This decision was about the cat's safety, not your toddler's attachment. Also, when we were initially talking, nobody was in possession of the cat. The entitled parent neighbor said regardless that they were going to let the cat into their home. I ended up finding and housing the cat first. The coyotes were recent, after the initial conversation, and we did try to reach out to see if they changed their mind on the indoor-outdoor situation, but they didn't. I feel like with the cat, the right decision was made in the end because I really don't think this entitled lady would actually properly care for the cat in the way that the cat needed to be cared for, and trying to use her child to get her way just shows her level of entitlement. This next one is by Hyundai. Hello, this is a bit of a vent. I made a thread a few months ago about me moving to Mexico with my husband for various good reasons, and this was our decision together, obviously. My mom never left me alone since I moved 2 hours, 30 minutes from my city, and that's been 3 months since I left. There wasn't any day where she didn't leave me alone, and to be honest, it made me hate her more, and I felt that I wasn't living at all with my husband. A lot of people on the other thread told me to go block her and give it a break, which isn't bad in my opinion, but I didn't do that because she always makes me feel bad for her as sort of a manipulation from her part. Today I told my mother about moving to Mexico. I didn't want to tell her too late, but not too early. Today I was reading to tell her, but it might be a bit bad on my part since I told her over text. Honestly, she gives me fear. Her reaction was quite bad, obviously. She sends voice message almost screaming and crying, which was very dramatic and childish from her part. She said that I cannot go to Mexico, that I'm her only daughter and she doesn't want to lose me. I forgot to mention I've never presented my husband in person to her. I know it's bad, but I'm starting to think it's better to get her out of my life. Right now I feel so guilty going to Mexico even though I want to be with my husband, and yes, I will go there. It's her constant manipulation that makes me feel bad, and I can't get her out of my life. I'm writing all of this because I'm really trying to feel not guilty, and I need help so I don't feel so bad. Thank you for reading this thread. Edit. She threatened to come to my house, so I don't feel like it's safe for my husband or me. I definitely feel like the OP's making the right decision to try to break away from their entitled mother. Their mother seems so entitled to their life, and considering how the OP and their own mother can't even speak properly without things falling apart, it just shows how strained that relationship really is. And our final one is from Lowby9129. Entitled mother steals from a child with cancer. I know the title sounds bad, because it is. My mother is not a very nice person, just to say the least. She is a lazy person who doesn't like to work and can never stay in one job or one house or keep one car. She is habitually homeless. Thankfully, I live with my dad now, but I still had to live with her for 14 years and deal with the crap that she put me through. Here are some of her scams that she's pulled. When I was 6, she made me do Shave for the Brave and raise money for a kid who had cancer. She raised over $500 on Facebook for this kid and his family. She kept all the money from the fundraiser. Also, for anyone who is wondering, the kid is someone who I knew as a baby. Thankfully, he's okay and recovered from the cancer. The last time I spoke to him was a few years ago and he was doing great. She organized a basketball camp in our hometown for kids, took registration fees from parents, then canceled the event and kept all the money, leaving 20 to 30 people without their $200. When she faced backlash, she used that money to take her and her friend to Las Vegas for a month, where she drank and played casino. She kept asking for money from my grandparents, and when they cut her off, she threatened to keep me and my sisters from them unless they gave her money. She stole $400 out of my wallet for groceries. The money was my birthday money from various family members. She said it was for groceries when I noticed it was missing. There were no groceries, but there was a good few bottles of wine that she spent the next few days drinking in the garage. She would call into restaurants like McDonald's and say they had her order wrong when she didn't order anything, just to go back and get a free meal. So that sums her up as a person, and then she wonders why I don't talk to her. God, that's gotta suck. I definitely see where OP's coming from. If I had a parent that acted like that, there's no way I would want to have any kind of contact with them. I'd be embarrassed to be their kid. Luckily, the entitlement wasn't passed down from parent to child. Alright, that's enough entitlement for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Entitled Parents. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons and super thanks contributors. Have a great day and stay safe out there.